The 3764, Elvis Presley Boulevard. Hit it, Elvis. You got it, E.
Hey everybody, EP back on tour coming to you from Toledo, Ohio. We are at the site of what is now the Savage Arena, but in Elvis's time it was known as Centennial Hall. The building opened in 1976, so basically the paint was still drying when Elvis performed here in April of 1977. Elvis performed here as part of the spring tours in 1977. Starting off, the tour started off in Greensboro, North Carolina, and on night number 3 of that tour, Elvis performed here at Centennial Hall, and then the tour would continue on. That tour lasted for 13 days, so Elvis was on the road just short of 2 weeks. So what's kind of tough about this particular building, and not so much the building, but that point in time of Elvis's life, you can really start to hear in the live recordings of his performance here. There was some great vocal performances in there, don't get me wrong, but you can really start to hear Elvis getting tired at this point in time. Like I say, Elvis was out here for 13 days at that point, and you can just start to hear it wearing down. And one of the cool things that I wanted to discuss while we were here is that part of being as powerful as Elvis was when he was on that particular tour, he was going around to a lot of the cities right, close by here, such as Saginaw and Detroit and Ann Arbor and places like that. And what was really neat is he set up shop in a place called Troy, Michigan. And being Elvis owning the Lisa Marie, he set up shop there and basically flew down here, landed the plane, did his show, went back to the plane, went back to the hotel. The hotel was the Hilton in Troy, and there's pictures of him coming in and out of that hotel. It has long since been demolished. It's no longer there. It was a beautiful hotel, but it's no longer there. One of the other cool things that we loved about coming here was, since it's the University of Toledo, they are known as the Rockets, and we just thought that this was really cool that they have this rocket here to kind of like as their mascot, if you will. So we just wanted to share that with you guys, but nonetheless, we love being out here. We love bringing you guys just great Elvis information, taking you to where he performed. Everybody can go to Graceland. We try to take you to where, Graceland's where he lived. We try to take you to where he worked, and we just love being out here on the road, walking in his footsteps, and we hope that you enjoy our video on Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, sister, don't you? Oh, sister, don't you? Oh, sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? I'm sure it's very nice, and then you're gone. Oh, sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Hey, lady, your big sister, yeah, I took her to a show. I went for some candy, I walk in, some candy, this up out the door. Oh, sister, don't you? Oh, sister, don't you? Oh, sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you're gone. Oh, sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Well, I used to pull her pigtails and then she turned to gold. You're in a growing, baby, it's been showing from your head to your toe. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Oh, little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? I say it's very nice and then you're gone. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister does?
All right, guys, we are here inside what was Centennial Hall, winding up some photos of when Elvis was here in 1977. Right now, we're at what was the rear of the stage. If you're looking from the audience point of view, back left, And there's this photo that's kind of well known in the Elvis community of Elvis going on stage. And you can see right here this exit sign. And we were trying to figure out where this was. And if you follow me, I'll show you kind of where it was, and I'll explain how this has changed. So all this obviously wasn't here, but I'll explain what this wall was in a minute. So the door that you see right here in this in the background was right here. Okay. Now, if you go on the outside, we'll add a video of what it looks like on the outside. You can see the frame of what used to be double doors, and the exit sign was above him. Now, if you come around here, all of what you see right here was not here. This was a completely open area. The bleachers that were all alongside the back wall was it. All of this right in here, all the way down there, that was all open. Anything where you see cinder block was new. They renovated it, and it's changed since Elvis was here. So then if you come back around the front, so this roughly would have been kind of where the stage back corner would have been. So right around in here somewhere is where the stairs Elvis would have gone on the stage. And so, like we said, and we were told by staff members who work here, that these corner pieces, which there's another one on the other side, these were not here. And it's the same situation on the other side, that the corner piece of bleachers was not there. This back bleacher wall was the only thing that was here. They've changed the bleachers since then. They were solid wood, but this area, like I said, was open, and behind these bleachers is a cinder block structure that was not here. So then there's another photo of Elvis going on stage, and this was taken just before the one that we showed you of Elvis walking through. So that would have been taken, and it's kind of hard to see what it would look like then, because these are obviously not the same bleachers that would have been here. But the gentleman that took this photo would have been somewhere along the railing of the bleachers that were here. And so it was kind of difficult because it's changed so much around here. We were told that this area up here has since been changed. These are new studio booths and seating areas, but the back wall on the other side where the windows are, that was here when Elvis performed here. And then on the other side, that's what it looked like when he performed. Seats are different, but it would have been bleachers on the lower end and then seating up in the higher end, and that's what it would have looked like on the other side. So it would have mirrored each other. And one thing that we noticed is if you look up, and there's a couple pictures that will show where you can see the X in the wall of the beams. And there's one here, and then there's one down on that side. And those are original. And then right from where Dad's standing, there's a beam in the middle, and we'll show a picture and explain how that all changed. But that beam is original, and you can see that in some of the pictures. We were also told that in the pictures that we're putting up on the screen right now, you can kind of see some stairs in the background behind Elvis. We were told most likely those were from portable bleachers or the foldable ones that they had here. The stairs were probably for those bleacher sections, but they've changed multiple times over the years. And we were told that the bleachers that they did have here were wood, but these are all now plastic. So it's all different, but the stairs that you see most likely were from those bleachers. It was very interesting, but it shows how things have changed over time. And the roll-up door, that there was one on that side and there's one on that side, that's also changed. We'll show a video of that and how that's changed as well, but you can see the footprint of where it used to be. So this whole back wall has definitely changed since Elvis was here. It just is a little harder to figure out, how things have changed over time, but we were able to find, where the footprint of most of this stuff was since Elvis was here. All right, guys, so this was a garage door at one point. You can kind of see the footprint. I'm going to show you what it looks like outside. So anywhere that has a lighter color on it was a door at one point. So this was a garage door that matches down there. There's one that's open, so it matches that one. And then there used to be a door here, double doors, and double doors down there. Wherever you see the lights on the walls, that used to be a set of double doors. And that's the door that you see in the photo of Elvis with the emergency sign above him on the other side. So that's where those double doors were, and this used to be a garage door.